Greetings, mortals, and welcome back to the Blindness of Eternity. When last we left off, we were wiping repeatedly against a boss. I actually started up another video in between this one and the previous one, and spent 30 minutes wiping, and then I had to answer the phone, so I just skipped that entirely. So I have about 30 minutes of wipes that you guys will not see. But what I'm going to do for this, because this seems like a pretty difficult fight, and some of it is a little bit down to RNG, because I can't take two of the bears at once, as an example, and they have a tendency to do weird stuff. Like, I don't see a way to consistently get just the one bear. Anyway, so for this video, what we're going to do is, if I can't beat this in a timely manner, I'm basically just going to skip ahead to, you know, the actual thing, because I seem to recall the last video was also, I ended after several attempts on this. So, we're going to get right into things, and that is bad, so we're just going to reload. And that's the beginning. So this is the point where we'll skip forward if I have to. I might not have to, I might be able to do it in just a couple of attempts. I have a pretty clear strategy for how I want to handle things. So if it takes less than 15 minutes, I'll just... Basically, that bear on the bottom needs to not be able to get in. And I haven't been able to figure out a way to consistently get it to not be able to do that. If I go into the very bottom right corner, or bottom left corner, then sometimes it does not aggro, and sometimes, or not aggro, but sometimes it gets trapped by this one. Like this. This is what we're looking for. But sometimes it doesn't. And I haven't been able to figure out a way to get it to do one or the other consistently. Well, it's actually very easy to get it to do the bad thing consistently. Okay, so what we're going to do here is we're going to cast a quick load of this. And he's using an insect swarm. I'm going to just pull these two back, because he's casting it on an area, as you can see. So he has all of his buffs up right now. I'm going to just put mirrored image up. So this is now Rend the Wise. It looks like he's actually charging me, which is new. Okay, never mind. He's charging me. Okay, so we do not have any dots on him. So what we need to do here is basically we need to get a charm off, but we can't get any of the, we can't get this bear trapped in the charm. So what? Okay, so that failed. I've actually never seen that happen. That is the first time that that's happened. So we need to get everybody in range. I'm actually going to have her pull back.
Yeah, I shall.
We need to focus this druid down. Now the way that we're going to do this... that was a mistake, but it's okay. It worked out. I'm going to just charge everyone in here. On this one. Oh shit, everybody needs to get back.
Can't get a good shot at this.
So we can't have too many people in the melee here, because if there are, then... Oh shit, this is insects. Do I have the ability to interrupt that? I can't even make the attempt with her. Because... Oh, good. So, that one is dead. That means we can pull these people out. Oh shit. That kind of worked. Okay, so let's heal him up. We need to recast this. And we need to use mirrored image. Okay. Let's keep attacking. Not this one, not this one. This one. We need to get these mirrors down. So, we can now get another paralysis off. And we are going to do that right about now. Now what I can do... I don't like the fact that this guy's looking. That is a miss. Oh shit, this guy's gonna kill me. Casting it on him, which is fine actually,
Got it.
because he was the
Strength.
one that was closest. Wow. Okay. Never mind. 2 of them cast. This is probably a wipe right here. Yeah, she's got the things on her, so this is gonna be a wipe. Okay, this guy's stunned. Surround. And basically what you can see here is she's taking 13 damage every couple of seconds, and that's just going to eventually kill her. This insect ability lasts for an eternity. So we're going to load it up and get another attempt under our belts. So that's 6 minutes for that series of attempts. So let's hope I actually manage to figure out how to do the editing that I need to do. There we go. Okay, perfect. Maybe not. Okay. No, it isn't perfect. Forgetting to cast our buffs. Okay, so what we need here is, as you can see, there's 2 insect swarms being cast right now. Need to get... Okay, so both of them have been charmed. They just beat the crap out of each other. That guy just missed, just completely whiffed on his attack. Unfortunately, as you can see, Adair has got the Plague of Insects on him, so Adair's probably shit. Okay, so we have a snare effect here.
Isn't working.
Okay, let's try. Let's get more people up. First of all, you need. I'm gonna go after Nowrin the Wise first.
Yes.
Because he's actually close. And this is a problem. I'm actually gonna summon ogres instead. I was intending to use the paralysis effect, but I'm not happy with the way this is going so far. So, are you attacking? I don't know why she's failing so badly at hitting, but she's attacking. Okay, so he is in serious trouble. Okay, so there we go. So now we're in the Wise is beating on one of the ogres, which is nice. We need to get. I don't know who he's casting. I'm gonna pull him back. Just in case. I don't know who he's casting this on, and it kind of concerns me, so I think I'm going to try to knock him over. Fail. Okay, he was casting it on her, which is actually okay for now. So now the Wise is dead. Adair is not quite dead. He has Mirror Image on, which means that he hasn't been hit in quite a while. That's good. How long do we have that other effect for? Reinforcing Exhortation is 6 more seconds. So, let's get these 2 on this guy, and let's get these 2 back. Oh shit, that is insects. We need to get away. Okay, did anyone get hit by that? It looks like Sagani, she got hit by it. But that's not really a big deal, to be honest. So this one's prone for 6 seconds. Which is nice. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to recharm. Why can't you? Oh, right. I need. There. I'm going to recharm over here. I'm going to just see if I can charm all of them. And did I lose my ogres yet? No, but one of them's really low. So I think that it's probably in my best interest to resummon. There we go. So we'll pull her out. And that's bad. What just ended up happening there is that the fight reset because of the oh, whoops, I don't need to cast that at all. 14 seconds left. This bear is almost dead. But basically the fight reset because of the fact that I managed to charm every single one of them. So it's not always good to hit. Sometimes you want to get at least a miss or two. And let's see. I specifically pressed X to cancel that, and it apparently didn't cancel the cast anyway. Apparently once you click on a instant cast, you cannot cancel it, no matter what. We have a problem here. He's going to go down, and if he goes down, then we are not in nearly good enough shape yet. No! Oh, shit. I think that we're in trouble. Oh. Well, there comes the insect swarm that hits the entire party. Which I should have anticipated but didn't notice. So everybody here needs to go here. On the plus side, the mother is not affected, but on the negative side, everybody else is. So we have an ogre druid here that's fully healed. We are completely fucked. There's no chance. There's no chance of success. Unless these guys AoE themselves to death, there's no way to win this. So, there we go. She just died, and we are going to reload. So yeah, we're definitely just going to skip ahead to the proper fight. So here is attempt 3. I'm going to start talking about which attempt I'm on, so that you guys can get an idea of how many attempts that I'm taking here. There we go. That is what we like to call stuck. Now, one thing that I do need to remember is I don't remember what these chants are. So 1 is basically useless. 2 is... I mean, I might as well do March of Komoa. Okay, there we go. This is actually going to be faster too. I thought that my first chant was my fastest chant, but it's not. My fastest chant is actually 4. So that actually makes a meaningful difference. Are you sickened? Yes. He's screwed. I'm actually tempted to reload, but I'm not going to do that quite yet. What I will do is use Ringleader on this one. Are you going to cast a spell? Okay, so she's going to cast a spell. Nothing's going to happen, and this is going to tear me to shreds, apparently. We are going to summon these, and we are just going to try and beat the crap out of this guy before that can happen. But I think that we're just going to lose from the fact that he's sick.
I no longer sense our merry friend.
There's Daryl. Okay. Okay, here we are. This is attempt 4, I think. I think I'm only counting the attempts that where the bears didn't do weird stuff. There we go. Okay, so
Sure.
need him to do this. Oh, there's a druid that's charging us. I don't like that at all. Crap. This is going to go badly for us. Okay, I'm going to use Ringleader on this one. Okay, now what we're going to do is just run away. The hope is that these guys will go on Adair now. And let's see here. Swap to March of the Komoa. I noticed on the previous.
No problem.
Okay, so let's see if we can paralyze this asshole. If we can, then we should be able to kill him. Yes. He's paralyzed for only 5 seconds, which is not really enough time. We need more than that. So we're going to try and knock him down as well. He's prone for 6 seconds. That actually might be enough time. No, it's not. That did not work. Let's see. You are going to... Just going to pop Mirror Image on him. This attempt is going pretty well so far. And hits like a truck. And Pelagina is knocked over.
Tell me.
Oh, whew, that was pretty damn close. Okay, so I'm gonna have her shoot Malrand himself. Oh god, that didn't work the way that I wanted it to. Let's see. We are going to summon a pair of ogres and have them beat the ever-loving crap out of him. So she can just keep firing. No reason not to. Okay, and may not seem like it, but that actually was in our best interests. Okay, so she will slowly regenerate a bit. Can I think I'm going to use Borrowed Instinct on him. Adair just killed one of the bears. That's problematic. That doesn't usually happen, but it looks like it's okay. So Adair killed the bear, but he's still safe. In some previous attempts, he killed a bear, and some very bad things cropped up from that. So this time we have 3 dudes left, along with 1 bear. If we can get this Ogre Druid, which is actually already injured.
Good shot with this. Got it.
Okay, so I would basically like for the Druid to waste all of his spells on these ogres if possible. And he seems to be doing just that.
Get up, damn you!
Okay, so that one's down. That's okay. So he's casting a spell on himself. And he's actually going to hit all of them. Whoa, hello. Sorry there, I didn't notice that
Good.
we're in trouble. Oh, Jesus! That is a lot of fucking... That hit both sides? What was that? So, we need to heal like crazy here. And use our deflection.
Ah.
So, who did he hit with that? It looks like he actually only hit the ogre, which was good. I was sure that that was going to hit. It deal all sorts of crazy damage to me. Okay, so let's send... Oh, whew. Very concerned about the Druid and its behavior right now. We should be okay for now. I'm gonna heal up again. Adair is actually gonna finish off this bear reasonably soon. Oh, good. This Ogre Druid is actually gonna get taken out by the ogres. So this is only prone for 2 seconds. I'm not gonna do anything dangerous here. I actually will do one thing that's slightly dangerous, which is set her in, recast that, and we actually might be in really good shape here. We just need to... Are you guys paralyzed or something? Okay, so the Ogre Druid just went down. We have 2 Ogre Matrons left. And there we go. I think this is... We've gotten all of the ones that are really, really dangerous down. So that's good. Did he just take damage? He only has 5 seconds left on that buff, which means that he is going to be in trouble soon. Let's see. I think that for him, I need to swap to different chant. Let's go with Chant 3. This will give a deflection bonus to any allies that are near him. And we are going to have him resummon, I think. No, we're not. We're actually going to do this
Sure.
with less summons and more paralysis. So, oh, I didn't click on the right one. Which one was it? It is Chant. So I need to click on it here. And
Sacre!
everybody's paralyzed. Now's the time. We need to get this guy close. Adair just killed the bear. And we have 1 Ogre Matron left alive and uninjured, and then we have another Ogre Matron that's injured. So, question is... Champion's Boon.
No.
I don't like this at all. Okay, so this one's stunned for several seconds. We need to move him out of the way so that he can get a paralysis effect off. Okay. Okay, 1 is paralyzed. Unfortunately, it's not the one that we are focusing, so our DPS isn't going to be as high as it should be. We can't switch targets, because if we switch targets, we're going to be in trouble. Who's he attacking? I can't actually see his target right now. Fortunately, I have not managed to knock this thing down. Where is... That's Eldrea. So that means he's not looking at Eldrea. Or she, rather. She is casting a heal.
I thought.
So that's a 35-point heal. Once we get up to... There we go. Okay, so I'm going to pull her... Is she? No. Okay, so she's not at risk of getting hit. I'm going to pull these 2 back for now. Because what I want to do right now is just play it really safe, wait on the paralysis, and then end it. There's the paralysis. It only lasts for 5 seconds. I'm just going to hop in with Eldrea, get a quick hit in, deal 30 damage, and walk right out. Because as long as Adair is in there, he should be able to tank this thing for quite a while. And let's see, I'm going to use Borrowed Instinct when I'm about to paralyze it again, and hopefully I'll be able to get a critical paralysis on it. Okay, I'm about to be able to get it again, so let's do this. Okay, did that work? Yes, it did. Only for 5 seconds, so we better get this paralysis off fast. That is a 10-second paralysis. That should be enough to end this. So... paralyzed and dead. Okay, there we go. Give me a second, I need to timestamp this because I don't think you guys want to watch the 25 minutes of this. Actually, 25 minutes isn't that bad for dealing with one fight. I think I might just leave it this way. So, now we're in the heads. The Wise's head was added to my stash. Apparently... Morgan Fear. I don't know who that is even. Ooh, a Grand Adventure has been added. So let's assign someone to this. Let's assign Avons. Because this thing is still bugged out and saying that these people are unpaid.
No problem.
Okay, so we killed this guy off. We apparently did have a quest for him. I didn't realize that we had a quest for him. I thought we didn't. But that's good. So this quest is done, and we can figure out what else is in here. Bones have been snapped and crushed by massive teeth.
Why not?
Why not? Ooh, what's this? Grants knockdown. Minor spellbind. 7 defense against stuck attacks, stuck duration. This isn't bad. The -2 to the duration of effects is pretty nice. And
Yeah.
put them in the wrong place. So we got some cave coral and some more cave coral, and we're ready to head out. Save the game again. And move on. Where are we? Whew. That was a tough fight. That fight took me about an hour to actually get down properly. And as you guys saw, it was sort of down to the wire there. Even once we got down to just the 2 matrons, it was still... It would have been easy to lose that. So, there we go. Let's see. We have made it through here. We've got the Adra Arch that
Keeping an eye out.
did stuff for the Seeker person, or Hunter. And we grab this, Settler's Arrow. There's some sort of staircase here. What's this? Iron Skin. Not bad. Too bad I can't use consumables. It's actually really good. If I could slap something like that on Adair, it would make a pretty big difference. Because everything is doing just lancing blows, so damage reduction makes a huge difference. Okay, there we go. So we've got some water spirit things over here. Let's get back to the pulling. Okay, oh, we've also got some wisps. I forgot about those. So, he's charmed.
No problem.
He's gonna be uncharmed. Oh, Jesus, no! That stag is so screwed. Okay, let's see. Can we kill Will-O-Wisps before... I think this stag is screwed. In my expert opinion. Then again, I think the stag just flat out killed the thinger there. Wow, okay, that was awesome. Good job tanking, Mr. Stag.
Yeah.
Well played, sir. So that is a bridge.
They shall see nothing while I see much.
And there is another one over here. Oh, Jesus. We've got one on the right, which is that. Okay,
No
so
problem.
this is a problem because we've now got, like... I guess what we can do is just do this.
Thought it was done.
Okay. Okay, so that thing is... Nope, there we go. Now she's dead. I thought that they... Clearly the thing that has 6 people, well, 5 people and 1 fox beating on it is going to go down faster than the things that are being attacked by my tank and some random
Slowly now.
deer. But no, I was wrong. Never underestimate the power of stag. Okay, so we're gonna just send in a dare over here. So I think that's a deflection attack. So. This is a greater rain blight, so let's make sure. It's trying to do a summon, but it's not gonna get it off. Even if it does get off the summon, it doesn't matter because summons are unsummoned if you kill the thing that summoned them. Which doesn't appear to be the case for me. My summons do not have that effect, so lucky me. Okay, so let's send the pup in. He will pull. And hopefully we'll speed these things up. Whoa, mother! Okay, so that one's dead. And we just have these 2 left. I think I'm just gonna charge.
Sure. Let's go.
Okay. Easy peasy. Send out the fox again. What does the fox say? He says pull. That's what he says. He might occasionally say, I'm pulling. Okay, so this is a greater wind blight. I'm not that concerned about these will-o-wisps, honestly, because they do not have a lot of hit points. So that one's stunned. We have a greater wind blight, or greater... not wind, that other element. Water. Rain. Blight. To kill. There we go. Over here. And unfortunately that guy's getting really beat up. Oh, Jesus Christ, no wonder he's getting beat up. His charm. Killed by my people. There we go. I really don't like the fact that the, when people are charmed, your allies go after them. That's kind of dumb. But, well.
Let's see what lies this way. Yeah!
That's not good. No. Alright, so that thing's dead. And we have Audra pillars here.
Be cautious.
Be cautious.
Be constant.
But don't be Constantine, that guy's a dick. Okay, so we should be able to... Oh, we're done. We got this side completely cleared out, so we just need to cross the bridge. Their worm following us. Whoa, okay, so we got people. What's up?
Anyone suspected of treachery must be reported at once.
Okay. Oh, there we go.
Good, you have come. You have heard of the recent defections from our order caused by this apostate in Praetum. This is a dangerous woman whose lies spread like plague. She inspires chaos, sows conflict. Because of these unusual circumstances, I am speaking to all our initiates personally to ensure there is no more dissension.
Guess I'm gonna go with one.
Who she was no longer matters. If her following continues to grow, there will be war, and all our work will be undone. You were recruited from Kratom, were you not? You must have known this heretic woman, Yavara.
Interesting. There's a lot of options that I can have for my previous life. Let's see. So this Iovara woman. Let's go with. So if this is for Aldrea, I thought this guy was her mentor, so I'm not gonna go with this one. So number 3 is kind of a weird one. Number 2 is. But it says a flood of memories pours into your mind, right? So it has to be someone that's important. So it's going to have to be either number 2 or number 5. And I'm going to go with number 5 because that seems appropriate to me.
This is deeply troubling. She cannot be your sister. Not anymore. For the love of the gods, you must destroy all feelings you have for her.
Yeah, one.
What I ask is no simple thing, but this is the only way I can keep your soul safe. I am trusting you to remain loyal to the gods in this. If you do not, you will have greater powers than me to answer to. But you will answer to me as well.
So there was some sort of heretical branch that broke off from Theos' mainline faction. Hey, these things aren't hostile anymore. That's interesting. I guess now that I'm powerful enough that these things wouldn't be a threat, the game's like, oh well, these are just not going to be hostile anymore. Hey, antelope. So this goes to Hearthsong, but I'm not ready to leave for Hearthsong yet. I want to find out what the rest is going on here. So I'm not sure how much further I have to go before we finish up this game, but it should be probably not that much more, I would think. I would think that maybe I have 10 hours maximum as the remaining duration of this game. Of course, it depends on how many times I die horribly fighting the same encounter over and over again. So, let's see. Whoa, Elder Stalgar and a dying monk. So that monk is not dead. We will save this, and then we kind of just have to charge in. This isn't something that we can legitimately pull because we have a wounded person here that they're obviously intending to eat. So from a gameplay mechanics standpoint, I easily could pull, but from a roleplay standpoint, it doesn't make any sense. Okay, so we're going to charge this one. Ah, she's using her limits. Not never. She's not. She has Alright, so this is... No problem. Okay, let's help this guy. Man on the ground gasps for air, clutching his chest as he struggles. On closer examination, you see his red cloak obscures the full extent of his injuries. His face whitens as blood pools around him. Please, traveler. Is he dying, or is he... I don't think... I don't think that talking to him is the right option, but I also don't think that trying to get him on his feet is going to help any, so I guess I'll go with number 2 anyway, because that seems like this is a time for action, not for talking. No! Do not trouble yourself. This body is a ruined shell, but my soul will live on. That is all that matters. Then why were you reaching out to grab me, buddy? Forgetful. So careless. Cuts on my knuckles from morning's practice. The Stalgars, they smelled the blood on me, thought they'd found their next meal. They were almost correct. You are known to us, Watcher. We know you treat others honestly, fairly, and I have need of someone trustworthy to finish my mission. Let's see. This guy seems to know that he is dying. So I'm going to go with number 1 because I don't think that I don't think there's any reason to go with number 2. It's just a distraction from him potentially getting out the information that he wants to get out so that he can do what he needs to do. This must be delivered to my order. Take it! It needs to be carried to the Celestial Sapling. Give this to my brothers. They will reward you. Do not open it. The contents are for my brothers only. If the seal is broken, they will... Okay, so we're just going to stow this roll case in the pack. There's no reason to read this. He's some dead guy. We can find out more information when we deliver this to where it needs to go. So... let's see... Looks like we are done. We can go north. Now, the place that we're trying to get to is where? I think that we're supposed to go... I think he's talking out of a place in Twin Elms. Celestial Sapling, and located in Twin Elms. Okay, so we are ready to head to the next town, it looks like. We have 17 minutes left, and we should be in good shape. Okay, let's go to Hearthsong. I really need to get more mechanics skill. It's really unfortunate that I haven't found any gear that gives mechanics skill, because I desperately need it.
Some fermented caribou milk would hit the spot right now.
So we have one tired party member. It's not someone terribly important though, so that's good. Oh. Another fugitive from the burning city. 6 tribes of Airglon Foth welcome you to Twin Elms. Before you lies the Hearthsong district. You are free to explore it, but do not let your feet stray into the other districts. Those are forbidden to Estremorn. Estremorwin. Alright. I'm going to go with number 1 because it's rude to go with number 2. The city is sacred to all Glonfothans, as it is the place where our ancestors first encountered the Builders. That fated meeting turned our people from generations of wandering into a permanent home among the Builders' relics. When the Builders commanded us to settle here, they allowed us the unique privilege to live among the structures here. It is the only place in Airglon Foth where this is permitted. The Sacred City is divided into 4 districts. Hearthsong, Commons District, Old Song, the site of our temples, Elms Reach, home of Delemgan and Druids, and the Burial Isle, which is our most sacred place in the city. I can't actually go into any of the other ones, right? So it seems a little weird to start asking questions about it, but okay, I'll go into more. This is Hearthsong. It's a place where Glanpothans and Estremorn may gather together. It is also the site of the Passage of the Six, where our tribal leaders, the Anamfatha, meet. That is the way to the market. Guard your purse there. No one bargains like a Glanpothan. And if you need a place to stay, follow the fence to the east. You will find the Celestial Sapling, which is the place that we're looking for. So I'm going to go number 2. There's Noonfrost, which is dedicated to Rimgrand. A group of Pale Elves from the Frozen Southland arrived not long ago to oversee it. I thought that nobody was allowed into these places. There's also the Nest, a temple of Hylia, and Galloween's Maw, den of beasts dedicated to the Hunter God. The route to the burial isle also lies that way. There lies Ter Evron, one of the only towers the builders still in perfect condition. 2 great elm trees twine around it. Even the mightiest works of the gods protect the works of the builders. 2 Delimgan sisters dwell there now. The Hall of Warriors stands at the other end of the district. Rumor has it that Anamfoth, Seamok of the 3-Tusked Stalgar, is there now. Reach is also where the Druids keep their halls. They're the Ovates of the Golden Grove and the Ethic Knoll of the Bloodstands. Many shudder at the brutal sacrifices of the Ethic Knoll, but High Ovate Erona is just as powerful in her own way. It's a place where Anamfatha are laid to rest among the stones placed by the builders. They say the souls of some of the Anamfatha linger there still. Okay. Just go number 2. Since he seems so open about telling me about them, like why? Twilnum's is a sacred city built where the first keepers of stone met the builders. It exists alongside the works of the builders and is the only place in all of Glanfoth. Okay, well we know about that already. You already said that. The Estra Morwen, however, do not have the proper respect for the stones here. Huh. It's a perfect cube of a hunter. A leader of one of the tribes could give you permission of the city. Only Anamfoth Bethuel is present in the Passage of Six today, and she has her own troubles. Ah, well that sounds perfect to me. So who are the Keepers of Stone? The oldest of the 6 tribes. Up the stairs and into the Passage of Six, this is where our Anamfatha gather. Bethuel, the Anamfoth of the Guided Compass, can tell you more. Okay. Thought you said that she was busy. You know them as Angwithans. To us they are the builders, creators of a sacred place that we guard to this day. Okay. Best that you keep your visit brief. Word has reached our ears that the riots have ended and the gates of Defiance Bay have opened once again more. Oh, good. So we can actually go back to Defiance Bay now, if we so please, and we can presumably get that smith to repair the sword.
This is where the famous hunters of Air Glanfoth dwell?
So let's see, we need to go to the Celestial Sapling. We are delivering a message for that monk, and I'd like to do it immediately. I think that when delivering this kind of news, it could potentially be important that it be delivered immediately. So, since we have no way of knowing whether it's time-sensitive information, we're just going to do it right now. We don't have any other pressing business that's extremely time-sensitive. So there are ogres all over the place here. See, The alien woman over. I guess we can talk to Camille. Oh, never mind. I'm apparently colorblind. I didn't realize that that was a golden portrait. Okay, so I was looking for those monks.
Well met, friend.
Okay, welcome, welcome. I'm always glad to see a new face. Take a seat where you like, my friend. It seems to me that you've walked a long road. All are welcome here, and those with interesting stories are most welcome of all. Okay, so let's go with number 5. Of course, I founded the inn many years ago, but in many ways its tale begins much earlier. It was while I was returning from a long journey south that I first heard the story of the tree upon which this inn rests. Hundreds of years ago, a strange event occurred. The sky was troubled that night with many stars falling across the sky, and one of those stars began to plummet instead towards Aora. It fell here, striking a young tree and burying itself within it like a fiery heart. But the tree survived, and over the years it grew and grew and grew, twice as big as its fellows in half the time, until it reached the size you see now and grew no more. Hearing the tale, I knew I must find the truth. And you see it there. Around the tree's heart, I built this inn, to welcome all travelers who might look upon it. I'm always glad to see a new face. Take a seat where you like, my friend. Okay, I'm gonna go to number 6. We're looking for... Let's talk to the frightened daughter. You! You're the one he's looking for. You killed Lord Raedric. I mean, that's common knowledge, I would assume. These are weird options, because killing Lord Raedric was something that, I mean, is not... I'm not wanted anywhere because the current lord is happy with me, the current lord of the area. There's no concept of, like, universal law and order in this kind of a setting, so I'm gonna go with number 1, even though it's really weird. My response would be more like, yes, and put Lord Raedric in power, because the other guy is also a Raedric. No, you don't understand. It didn't work. I'm one of the guards of the keep. Was one of the guards. He's killed most of them, the ones you didn't. Kolsk. Kolsch? Whatever his name is. He didn't last very long. Nothing but empty air, him. Nice enough to work for, I mean. Much nicer. But that didn't help him when Raedric came back. God, the screaming. His eyes, it was like he was burning inside. He says he's come back to lead us like before. Says he's going to kill you for what you've done. Oh. I told him I'd find you. Give you his challenge. Do it all honorable, that sort of thing. He let me go and I kept running as far as my coin let me. Funny me running into you anyhow. Number 3 is kind of a weird thing to say. It should be... I suppose he has some sort of a trap waiting for me. This guy doesn't seem like he's particularly involved. He may or may not be, right? But it's like... That's a big deal. I'm gonna go with number 1. Because that is a big deal. Yes, sure, he'll love that, he will. Dying hasn't stopped him thinking himself noble, even when he's hurling poor Lendry off the wall. Me, I don't mean to go back there as long as I live. I figure I'll work here in the Twin Elves somewhere, even if I have to guard some hut dwellers' goats or something. Till then, I plan to drink until I don't remember any of what happened. Good luck to you. There's something awful out there howling after your blood. Interesting. So... he's back. Okay, so we'll find out what's going on there. If it is in fact an undead version of him, we killed his necromancer. I don't see how he would have come back to life on his own. Like, I'm concerned that this involves the big bad evil guy, because he has the ability to possess bodies, so he could have possessed the body of the original Raedric guy. This is why you dismantle the corpse. You just, as a matter of course.
How do you do?
This room needs a proper door. My brothers and I rented this place that we might have a measure of privacy in a foreign land. Perhaps you could find another room. I'm gonna go with number 3. Robes like ours, you say? Was he carrying anything? Did he tell you anything? Hand you anything? Please, we've been waiting for another of our order to meet us here, and if you found him... Okay, well, I guess must have. Hand me that! I mean, please, this is of great importance. My brethren, the Archmartyr has sent word. At long last, we now have what we need. Archmartyr? Thank you, stranger. Your honest soul is to be applauded. I admit I was surprised when you handed me the message. I expected the seals to be broken. I'm glad to see common decency is not yet lost in this world. Here, your honesty must be rewarded. Okay, so we just gained it. Ayla Brachia, which is what? Not a larger door. Oh, it's a shield. Ranged raises reflected back at attacker? That is absolutely crazy. Oh my goodness, because I mean, any ranged attack is just going to be outright deflected. That is really, really good. So I'm gonna give him this for now. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna give this to him as his offhand weapon. So let's see. Yeah, this gives him minus 13 to his deflection, but gives him a bunch more offensive power, and gives him the ability to reflect. That is really cool. So I'm not going to improve it quite yet. I will wait on that. Give me just a second to take a look. We've got 2 minutes left. So with 2 minutes left on the clock, I think we're actually just going to end it here. We have delivered the message that we needed to deliver, and gained a little bit of reputation with Twin Elms, which is nice. Gained some experience, and we found a really amazing shield. That shield is going to make a big difference in our lives. So, thank you everyone for watching. It has been a pleasure to record this for you guys again, and I'll hope to see you guys next time.